problem with moving to Park City, Utah is knowing which area to choose. And the problem with knowing which area to choose is that it comes with a lot of options and neighborhood choices. So if you're watching this video, you're probably in the research phase of trying to figure out which area and which neighborhood is right for you and your family's needs and whatever season of life you're in, and you're thinking of moving to Park City or possibly buying a vacation home here. In today's video, I am talking about the most secret neighborhood, one of the most underrated neighborhoods in the Park City area that I happened just moved here about a month ago to this neighborhood. So I know it's one of the best kept secrets. It's a hidden gem. So once you move to this neighborhood, then you have to be hush hush about it because it's a secret. In today's video, we're gonna talk about the Sunpeak neighborhood in Park City, Utah. First off, we wanna know where exactly Sunpeak is located. Well, if you're driving along Highway 224, you're gonna pass Kimball Junction, you're gonna pass Ranch Place, Bear Hollow, Silver Springs, and right across from Parley's Park is called the Sunpeak Community. You're also right next to the Park City Nursery and the Park City Gardens. And this is one entry point to get into Sunpeak. Sunpeak actually has three. You can get there from the Canyons Village side. You can also get there from Bear Hollow Drive. Sunpeak is located in the Snyderville Basin, which is the 84098. Lots of locals live here. This neighborhood is one of the best killer locations in Park City. You are just a hop, skip, and a jump to Canyons Village. It's literally a 2-minute drive. We're also really close to the bus route, so if you need to jump on the bus, you can. There's a bus stop just right on 224. There's also bus stops in Canyons Village, and you're really close to the e-bike stop. They have an e-bike right across the street from the Park City Nursery, so you can jump on an e-bike and cruise into town or cruise into Kimball Junction if you want to. Types of the homes in this area are all over the map. There are little cottages that are kind of like planned unit developments. There are big, huge mansions up here that live up on the hillside. There are all different shapes and sizes of homes up here. There are tiny cottages and there are big, massive mansions in this area. There's also a newer development called the Enclave at Sunpeak, which is a beautiful little luxury type community. You drive over a bridge and it basically feels like you're in a fairy tale, and they have grass roofs, which is kind of insane. HOA in this area is really affordable. It probably varies depending on the subdivision that you're in Sunpeak, but I would say that mine is about probably $700 a year. We get access to the clubhouse, so you don't have mailboxes here. You get your mail at the clubhouse, and it has a pool, and they're completely redoing the pool. You also have a little meeting area, a fitness center, which is a little underwhelming, but if you want a place to work out, you can go work out there. Otherwise, just go get a pass and buy a gym pass somewhere else, or just use the trail system that's built within Sunpeak area. It's really cool. Sunpeak is very similar to Ranch Place in a way. However, it's definitely more rolling hills. It's not a super flat neighborhood. The lower part of Sunpeak is a little more flat, but as you get higher up into the community and the neighborhoods, it goes pretty high up there, and you can actually access the back side of the Utah Olympic Park. That's where the old entrance used to be, so it's kind of a little secret. You have really easy access to the Canyons Village, and you have probably one of the most stunning views of Deer Valley, of Canyons Village, and kind of like the Snyderville Basin, Colony, Park City, Dreamscape, Dreamcatcher, Mountain 9990 area. There's a road that's similar in Park Meadows, that if you go up Meadows Drive and you just keep going up to the top, all of a sudden, whoop, bam, you're hit with this massive view of Park City. Well, there's a street in Sunpeak that does the exact same thing, and it's just whoop, bam, it hits you. The view is unstoppable of the Canyons Village. Something that's cool about this neighborhood is all the streets were named after famous Olympians. So you've got like Peekaboo Street. And so if you drive around Sunpeak, look at all the street names because they're named after famous Olympians, which is kind of cool, right? Because you're really on the back side of the Utah Olympic Park. Also wedged right in between Kimball Junction and Old Town. Super easy access. Really, you're right across the street from Parley's Park Elementary School, so you're in the Park City School District if you have kids. Some of the cons of this neighborhood is that homes were built in the 90s, right? So a lot of these neighborhoods, a lot of these homes in this neighborhood have extensive river rock on the outside. So if you're driving around you're gonna see a lot of river rock. And if river rock is not your jam, then you're gonna just have to go, okay, if I buy a house in this area because this location is so killer, I love this area, easy access to the trails, easy access to Canyons Village, easy access to jump on 224 and go to Kimball Junction or go into town or go to the airport or go wherever I need to go, plus I'm in the Park City School District. Can you live with a little bit of river rock? Well, that just depends on your style. Really, that's kind of like the only negative I would say is that some of the homes are a little bit dated. There might need to be some updating done to certain homes, and there is a lot of river rock happening in certain areas and on certain homes because they were built in the 90s, and that was just the thing in the 90s was river rock. So you might even have river rock on the outside, but maybe the inside's been redone. So don't always judge a book by its cover. Or this is the location, it's a secret, and it's unbeatable. Area also does not allow nightly rentals, so you will not be able to Airbnb or VRBO in this neighborhood. So if you were not buying this in this area for a primary residence, you were looking for more like of an investment, this area couldn't be better. However, you'd need to stick a long-term tenant in here, which means you can't really use your property. The clubhouse is a bit older and it might be in need of just a few updates. The fitness center is pretty rugged. The carpet in there is pretty rugged. However, you have a fitness center. But do you really need to use it with all the trails and all the other gyms in town? I don't really know if you do, but you can if you want to. But they're also kind of in the works of redoing it as well. My question of the day for you is, if you were to move to Park City, which neighborhood would you choose? I have an awesome library of everything that has to do with Park City, living in Park City, best neighborhoods in Park City. So if you're like, I don't know if Sunpeak is really the right area for me, or I want to learn about more neighborhoods because I'm in that research phase and I really just want to learn about all the areas, then make sure you check out this playlist next because it talks about all the neighborhoods in Park City, Utah. My name's Nicole Bowdle. I'm a local real estate agent in Park City, Utah. If you wish to contact me, my information is always dropped down in the description link down below.